For me, it's a massive part of my own personal growth, you know, because I know that when I've done this, I'll take a step further in my own program. You know, it's all good. And the main reason I'm doing it is it's another channel to, you know, to spread that message that, you know, we do and we can recover. You know, you just got to be willing to make that change, step out of addictive, step into recovery. That's what it's all about, spreading that message.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my circus of freaks. Roll up, roll up, roll up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my carnival of horrors. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Oh, a circus of freaks. Not very 21st century, I hear you say. But it is. It so is. Don't you know? All my freaks want to be in my carnival of horrors. I couldn't drag them from it. No, 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 no. They kick, scream, punch, kill.
I'm Patrick, and I play crack clown in the show. And also I've been responsible for helping all the dancers to do all the acting parts that we've incorporated into the piece, all the dialogue. I've been working with them on that.
They can leave anytime they want to. Oh yes! All they need to do is go through this door here. But they don't want to. No, 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 no. They want to go through that door there and sit with the rest of my freaks backstage, just waiting and waiting for their dramatic death scene. Oh, 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 I've got the best freaks for you. Ooh, I've got the girl shooting smack, the guy smoking crack, the monkey beating bed on each one's back, the stillborn baby, cuckoo, hello, left in the station, the people self-harming like it's masturbation, the people binging in the evening, people doing all day drinking, off their tits, off their heads, vomit, shit and piss in beds. Roll up, got them all. Black, white, short, tall. Roll up. Feel free to stare. Hey? Is that his pics? He don't care. Roll up.
Yeah, I think it's a very entertaining piece. I think we wanted to make people laugh. We wanted to tell some sort of story. But within that story and within what we're saying about addiction and everything is quite a powerful message, because Paul obviously works with a lot of people who have suffered from addiction but have come through the other side, and that is an incredibly difficult thing to do, and the show shows how incredibly difficult thing that is to do. Most people, you know, who suffer from addictions of any sort usually stay that way until they die, but there is a route out of there, and there is a way to actually get away from it all, and that's the message that Paul wants to convey.
Roll up your sleeve, eh? Eh? Have a dig, Brown. Roll up. Relax. Enjoy the greatest show in town. And introduce your host for tonight, Monkey! Thank you. Are you hungry, Monkey? Oh, poor Monkey is hungry. Do you want to be fed, Monkey? Oh, well, we don't want Monkey to go hungry, do we? No. So let's get this show on the road.
We wanted the character to be scary. We wanted him to literally scare the audience, you know, because a lot of the lives that the characters lead are scary lives, and the demons within them are scary. And what's scarier than a clown? So he gradually got changed from this ringmaster character into this clown character, and he essentially goes around bullying all the rest of the characters on the stage, making sure that they keep on taking the drugs, they keep doing horrible things to each other, that they keep feeding the monkey on their back, who is his best friend, and he's an all-round meanie, basically.
Yeah, my name's Paul Bays, and I'm director of Fallen Angels Dance Theatre. We started the company about 9 months ago. We got a bit of research and development money from the Arts Council, and they liked it. And now we're doing the full-length show, which is fantastic. The original inspiration, I first started choreographing on the dancers on the Wednesday, this is 9 months ago, and the flow of it wasn't really going right, and I went to teach in the rehab. I went to teach some movement in the rehab, and there was this guy that had been in and out of jail for the last 17 years for heroin addiction and armed robbery, and he was a bit kind of bouncing off the wall at the time. He's a year clean now, which is fantastic, and he showed me this painting on his phone, and it was Sacrifice. He'd done this painting in jail, and it was like Christ on the cross, and it was just like being ripped kind of thing. I thought it's kind of part of recovery, is kind of sacrifice and being reborn. So I said to him, do you mind if we use that as a starting point, and I'll take that back to the dancers tomorrow? And he was like, dancers? I'm like, yeah, I'm working with some dancers. And he was like, yeah, okay, brilliant. And anyway, and then the idea started to flow. We did some creative writing around it, and so the whole thing came out of this thing. So we based this duet about heroin addiction and sacrifice and recovery, and it's one of the most heart-wrenching things in the performance. It kind of gets me every time. And what I did is I videoed the material that I choreographed on him, on the two dancers, and then I took the video back to him next week, and this guy had never seen contemporary dance before, and he just looked at the screen and just broke down in tears, you know. And then I thought, wow, if this person from jail can connect with that material, you know, in contemporary dance, we've got something here. Part of my thing, it's kind of bringing people into the theatre that had never ever been in the theatre before, and giving them the experience, and if they can connect with the material, that's my job done.
This is MC Riley B. SOS, sample our sound, laboured and pressed. Representing for the fallen angels. Chapter 1, battle for the soul, here at the Lowry. God damn it, we're addicts, don't panic, we'll crack it, the pain, we'll hack it, give me strength, we'll match it, we've slain the beast, the fire burns deep, no liar won't retire never, run out of heat, we put our hand in the fire, we feed off the flame, we live for the hurt, we die for the pain, we're a strain on society, pop the champagne, rack up the cocaine, ha, check for a vein, it's a game of two halves, you lose fast, but who's ours, that cruise past, our ruthless, don't care about our futures, no, it doesn't look bright now, does it? Oh well, fuck it. with labels, fallen angels, life unstable. Lay my cards on the table, snap goes the cable, down goes the cradle. Wings are broken, but I still look graceful. I've got a face full, I'm alone when I walk on my own. Shake, not on the bottom of my soul. Do you know how hard it is to shine cold? Do you know how low life goes? Just suppose you have this soul and you filled it with alcohol. Now I'm a cannonball, the blue songs I sang them all. No one's here to hear them. I'm up here on my pedestal, but nobody is cheering. Leave my honey buddy down in the dirt. One verse and verse, I heard the disperse this curse. Yeah, verse this verse, in reverse, consensual preserve the worst it deserves. Rather be out than doing a good, I'm twisting the word and getting heard. Observe, come learn. I think we took the wrong turn. I took the devil's highway. Oh Frank, I did it my way. Like a Frank, I wanna hide away. I'm a Kanye, let's get high today. No way, no more. Hit the back of the net, no score. We fall, the crowd roars. A short pause, let me applause.
I think it was very well executed because of the imagery and the scenery.
It's tremendous, really powerful, very enjoyable, and I will recommend it to some people I know.
Yeah, really expressive, enjoyed it. Hello, I thought it was amazing. Well done.
Very impressed with it actually. Yes. A bit frantic at times, I have to say, but yes, I was very impressed. I think they're very brave.
Thank you.
Very brave.
It was formulated in such a way where everything was expressive without words, so that non-verbal communication was portrayed very well. It was amazing.
Amazing, very good. Fantastic.
Very emotional, very interesting the way it's been put together. Very clever, I think, the way that you mix people who are presumably experienced in this with professional dancers.
And overall, I think it was a brilliant piece of work to have done, especially with professionals and non-professionals, considering like their background as well. You, a stereotypical person would generally think that that would be possible for one to come from that, or to elevate oneself to a certain state where it's so prevalent in the artwork that they have performed this evening.
Good show.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. I thought the dancing was fantastic. Hard work. I could tell the ones who put the effort into the ones who didn't. In the audience, I mean. But no, it was a good all-round show. Good. And I'm sure we'll all share about it when we get in the car. Because, you know, when we get
share our experience.
And it's all about experience, share, strength and hope.
Yeah.
Yes. And we got lots of that out of it, so it was good. And it's good to see them out there. And it's doing them the world of good as well by the looks of things, which is always a positive side. So great stuff. Yeah. And we'll spread the word.
Like, it's very insightful. It's very realistic, I should say. If anything, it's got a lot of raw material in it. So, like, sometimes it might be a little bit disturbing, but at the same time, it's the harsh reality kind of brought to the stage.
It's a great thought provoker for both people in recovery, using addicts, and the general public. A little glimpse into what addiction can be.
It just fills a gap, you know, it really fills a hole. It's amazing stuff, seriously.
To be honest, absolutely shattered. It's quite harrowing and tiring to do that show.
A real confidence boost for me. I'm in recovery myself, and when I got into recovery I was completely agoraphobic, drinking behind closed doors, couldn't go out. So for me to be on stage in front of people, have my face here, there and everywhere, be in the papers and so on and so forth, it's been a real confidence boost for me. So I've actually got a lot more than just doing the acting out of it. It's been the next stage in my recovery. Monkey is the monkey on your back. He is addiction. He feeds off the misery and suffering. He enjoys the demise of the other characters. he loves to watch them fall, and he loves to take them away back for a relapse.
Meanie, meanie, miny, no. Catch a junkie by its toe. If it honors, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny.
I mean, the hopes are we can touch more people that are coming into recovery. The whole thing, I mean, fair enough, we've got the end product, which is the show, which hopefully that will stand out on its own, but what inspires me and motivates me as a person is kind of inspiring people that have been through addiction, people that have been to jail, and kind of introducing them to dance theatre and getting them on stage as well. I mean, the performance company that are recovering addicts and alcoholics are, some of them, it's the first time they've ever been on stage before, you know, and I know as a dancer, as a professional dancer, to just be on stage, it's nerve-wracking, you know, so for people that have had drug problems and stuff like that, it's, I mean, the courage that they must have, you know, and it's, my hat's off to them, and what happened, we've kind of explored their stories through creative writing, and then we've put it through kind of body language, you know, so it's like their emotion, their soul, and how they'd express the movement through the soul, and when that comes through, it kind of hits the audience and something like really amazing happens. So it's not imposed, the movement, it's soul kind of dance, do you know what I mean? And they kind of feel it on stage, and because they're in it, that comes across the audience. And the last performance we had, the audience were just coming out in floods of tears because of the honesty and the truthfulness behind it, and that's the power. And the dream is to reach more people with it.
Yeah.